What's happening, my people? Sound like a frog. But man, what's happening? So I could have did this video last night and did it early, but to be honest, I felt like I might as well just wait, just do it whenever it's convenient for me, because I did the last episode and I'm gonna keep doing these. But man, to me, it just seems like the interest for these just isn't, like the seasoned people just don't seem to be in the fear of Walking Dead anymore. And just Walking Dead in general is like the viewership is just leaving them behind. They're getting tired of it. I have no reason. If you are a fan of Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead, and you weren't interested in last episode to see if Morgan was still alive, I don't know what can bring you back into the show or something. Maybe people didn't realize the show was back. Because I can kind of tell how people like the episode or dislike it by if people comment or views or something. Like, I do Lovecraft Country and stuff, and I can tell whenever people like a certain episode or whatever just by the interaction or whatever. The interaction with the Fear the Walking Dead wasn't there. But this right here, Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6, this is Episode 2, Welcome to the Club. And man, last episode, Morgan was a Morgan episode. Morgan has been through hell and back, and he survived. So this episode right here, you know how Walking Dead usually does in their universe. They kind of go from character to character. This one right here is a Victor Strand and Alicia episode. So we see them, they are stuck with Virginia's group or whatever. Everybody is kind of scattered around. Everybody, they kind of slaves pretty much. But before we even get to that, at the beginning of the episode, we see how they punishing some people. They bring them to this warehouse and they line them up, and you have to fight your way through or die. If you try to run, we're going to kill you. If you don't stand and fight, we're going to kill you. So they opening up this gate. It is filled with molasses or something. Everything all sticky. But the gate kind of jams up. It ends up these walkers start snatching the people and pulling them in the gates. It even pulls some of the rangers under there and kills them. So this dude Sanjay or whatever, he ends up surviving. He's one of the only lone survivors because he was a coward. To me, I'm like, I know it was sticky and this and that. But the walkers, they aren't the strongest things in the world. That's something that is not consistent in the Walking Dead universe. Sometimes they have them so weak. Like, I've literally seen a walker walk into aluminum siding and explode. But then, sometimes you see them fall off a cliff and get back up and walk. Or you see them rip Dale chest open with their bare hands. I'm like, okay. But this right here, they grabbing them, pulling the people underneath. The walkers are crawling. They are crawling. You have spears and stuff in your hand. How hard would that have been? They're crawling. Their heads are exposed right there. Your spears are longer than their arms. Stab them in the heads and kill them. I know there was molasses and it was sticky or whatever. It wouldn't have been that hard. It wouldn't have been that hard at all. But the groups are pretty much slaves or everything. We only see like Alicia and Victor and them. So they're working together. They're cleaning the latrines, cleaning up the people's shit. So it's funky. The Rangers go messing with them and whatever. Victor is not having that. He like, man, fuck y'all. So he stands up for himself. But it ends up getting them reprimanded. So they have to go meet Guinea or Virginia. She got two names. I'm like, which one is her name? Is it Guinea or is it Virginia? But they end up bringing them to her. In the meantime, we meet this girl, Dakota. So Dakota seems like she's very nice and welcoming to the group. But they get in there. Daniel is cutting her hair. And they're like, we made him forget. And we would have used him as chum if he wasn't valuable to cut hair. And I'm like, Daniel has been like a rock. He's been a pillar on the show. And he's been from the beginning. And he's been unshakable, unflappable. His backstory is cold. Like, he survived a lot. And them to break him like that, I'm like, that is odd. So Victor Strand is talking to him and stuff whenever Virginia leaves and stuff. And like, he is very convincing, like, do I know you, friend? I don't know you. I don't know you. So he gives them this necklace or whatever, like, to protect them and whatever. But it seems like he's just lost. They bring Alicia and Victor to this place. And it's the place at the beginning of the episode where they were trying to clear out these walkers. And we got a job for y'all. So we're gonna get y'all to clear these. In the meantime, Victor comes up with a plan. We're gonna kill these rangers. We're gonna kill these rangers, and that's how we're gonna get away. But the plan, it just doesn't seem good. Like they're gonna, it's gonna be very dangerous. They're gonna kill themselves or whatever. But they are thinking about it. In the meantime, they get their little weapons in the supplies. Dakota had snuck in there, and Dakota's like, I don't want to be with this group. I want to get away. I heard y'all. I think y'all would be a good people to be with, and y'all have the capabilities. I'm trying to get away. And it turns out that Dakota is Virginia's sister. So it's like, whoa, that is a plot twist. But then this episode, it doesn't have a lot to it. What they do, she's like, the weapon in the building, that is what we need. If we clear these walkers and we get this weapon, we will be able to do what we want. We'll be able to get our freedom. In my mind, I'm like, okay, they have the SWAT vehicle and stuff. They have guns and stuff. It's got to be a tank. It's going to be a tank. That's what I'm thinking. So they end up, they make a plan. They have like this like horse trailer or something. And so they put it, they're going to funnel the walkers through there and kill the walkers one by one. They have a good little system in hand. They are killing them. Is like a assembly line type killing. They killing one, dragging them, killing, dragging them, and then they end up tripping over each other. So they pile up. It ends up getting erratic. The Rangers come in there. They're running. They hit tails between their legs and stuff or whatever, chasing their tails. They see Dakota. They like, oh no! And Dakota's trying to get away from them. Everything is all erratic. The Rangers end up getting killed. The walkers are everywhere. It's crazy. It is calamity. They killing up everybody. Victor gets separated from the group. He's on the outside. Sanjay, he was supposed to be the one watching the door, the gate. He could have put the gate down. He took off running. He was hiding in a RV or whatever. So, Victor always been kind of like an anti-hero. He kind of like the Punisher in Marvel Universe or something. Like, he's kind of for himself sometimes. And what he does, he's like, okay, Sanjay, we're going to clear these walkers. We're going to help them get away. Help them deter them from the group. He goes outside with Sanjay and cuts him in the leg and lets the walkers kill him. In order for the walkers to leave the building and Alicia and them grab the guns and be able to clear them out. So he made that sacrifice. He sacrificed Sanjay for the betterment of the group. So that's crazy. They end up killing these walkers. They go in the building. What is this weapon? This weapon? Nothing. It is nothing. Virginia and them come on. There wasn't no weapon. That was the test. I was building an army, and I see you're a natural born leader. So whenever I'm gonna call upon y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to step up for the big show. So she makes Victor Strand a ranger. So now he has perks. So he has a little leadership. And what he does with his leadership, he scatters the group. And I think he doesn't trust himself pretty much. He like, Alicia, I want y'all, remember who you are. Me, I have to forget who I am in order for me to do what I have to do in the betterment of everybody. But he sacrificed to do Sanjay, and I think he still feels like I have some of that bad Victor in me. And at some point, I might sacrifice my friends to save myself. So it's better for them to be away from me. So that is kind of his thinking in my mind. So they see Daniel again. And they had Charlie. I had forgot to mention Charlie was in this episode as well. And they had to save her. She almost died. But in the episode, Daniel is cutting her hair, cutting the molasses out of her hair. You know Daniel and Charlie was real close. And she's like, you really don't remember me? And she starts playing her little songs on the guitar. She's like, you taught me this. You don't remember? And he's still with his act. So they scatter everybody and stuff. They bring Daniel. He's going to another settlement. They riding in a buggy. Oh, my friend, I need my other scissors. Your other fucking scissors, god damn it. So the dude leaves and he goes to get his other pair of scissors. And Daniel is, he hears some whistling. So what is that? You know what I thought? Honestly, I thought that was Alicia's mother. Cause I'm like, there was speculation that she was alive. And maybe she's the one that saved the Morgan. We don't know who saved Morgan yet. So I'm like, maybe it's her. It ends up being Morgan. And Daniel is keeping up his acting all the way through until he sees Morgan. Morgan is like, hey, Daniel, it's me. And Daniel finally is like, well, hey, Morgan, I thought she was looking for you. So it turns out like Daniel is being smart. Like he is infiltrating the group. He's doing it smartly. Like he's looking like he's not a threat. He's like a cobra. He called up. Gonna strike whenever necessary. And now he's gonna be working with Morgan. And Morgan even gives him how he gave Morgan a haircut? Because he's like, you look like you need a haircut, friend. And dude is right outside. And we see on the next episode, Morgan has a haircut. How did he cut his hair so fast? But anyways, it was a good episode, man. I'm liking the season so far. I can't wait to see more of Morgan. And when Morgan and Virginia kind of hook up. But it was crazy because the first episode, man, that black dude, he seemed like he was going to be just the boss villain. He was going to be the hardest dude. And he made it one episode and Morgan killed him with one arm. So I'm like, Virginia and them, they don't stand a chance. Morgan is going to tear their ass up. But it's good, man. I hope y'all people end up watching more of the season. End up like watching my videos more, like interact. Like if you do watch this video, like leave a comment. What do y'all think of the season so far, man? This episode, it wasn't a lot going on, but it was a good episode. But the first episode was the truth. But like, comment, subscribe, be the greatest and the most hated man. Holla at you, boy. Peace out.